is Rebecca from the Yarnful, and for today's tutorial we will learn how to do the Tunisian crochet simple stitch. So for this project, what you will need are worsted weight yarn, Tunisian crochet hook, and there's two kinds of Tunisian crochet hook. One is the regular Afghan hook. This is by Loops and Threads. This is 14 inches long and it has a stopper at the end, or you can choose a regular crochet hook that has a cord attached to the end. And we will also need some scissors. So let's get started. We should start by creating a slip knot, and to create a slip knot, hold the tail between your thumb and ring finger and hold the working yarn between your index and middle finger. Make a twist, grab the working yarn, pull through. Now you have a big loop. Insert your hook, pull tight, and you just created a slip knot. Start with chaining any number of stitches that you want, but for this tutorial we'll start by chaining 15 for our swatch. Chain 15. As you notice that I am using a regular crochet hook, and I want to go over this one before we continue. With Tunisian crochet, our stitches tend to be tighter and it tends to curl like this one. So to avoid that, here are some tips and techniques that I've learned during the years. If you are using a worsted weight yarn, and the recommended hook size for a worsted weight yarn, like a number 4, usually the recommended hook size is a 5 millimeter. So I will upsize my hook to 1.5 size bigger. Like I will be using a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook instead of the recommended size. In that way we can avoid the curling at the end, and I will show you another trick on how to avoid that in a little later. So as long as you're using a hook that has a straight shaft, you're okay. You cannot use a crochet hook that has this ergonomic handle, because we will be collecting loops on our hook and we won't be able to pass this handle. So go ahead and let's go back to our chain. So in the second chain from the hook, that's where we will insert our hook, yarn over, pull through. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. So we will repeat this process all the way to the end and insert our hook, start collecting loops. But see how I inserted that hook and started collecting my loops? I am doing a regular crochet, Tunisian crochet foundation row, but to avoid the curlings at the end, we will insert our hook into the back loops instead. So if you turn, you can see that there's those back loops, back of our chain, those raised ridges. So in the second chain from the hook in the back, that's where we will insert our hook instead and start collecting our loops. So repeat this process all the way to the end. And I like to give it a little tug so our stitches aren't, it's not too tight. Now there's two parts of Tunisian crochet for every row. So for the foundation row, what we are doing right now, where we're collecting loops on our hook, this process is called the forward pass or the forward motion. Some patterns will say forward pass and some patterns will say forward motion. So this is the first part of the first row. And the second part of the first row is called the reverse pass, backward pass, or the backward motion, depending on the pattern. But as long as it says reverse, backward, pass, or motion, they're all the same. So to do the backward pass, we yarn over, pull through the first loop on that hook, pull tight, and that way we can also get rid of the curling. And then yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. So repeat this process until you reach this end. Okay, so that is the basic of the Tunisian crochet. So to start the Tunisian crochet simple stitch, we will insert our hook into the second vertical line. As you can see, I already have a hook on top of the first vertical line, and there's no hook on top of the second vertical line, and so on. That's why we will be collecting our hooks on top of each vertical lines. And again, this process is called the forward pass. So insert your hook in the vertical line, yarn over, and start collecting your hooks. Your loops on your hooks. And repeat this process all the way to the end. And I'll meet you guys over there. So now we are approaching the end, and in the last stitch at the end, we will insert our hook through both loops instead of just one vertical line. Alright. And to start the backward pass or the backward motion, yarn over, pull through first loop only. Make it a little tighter. And yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And repeat this process all the way to this end. And I'll meet you guys at that end. Okay, and that's how you make a simple stitch in Tunisian crochet. So I will go ahead and work a couple more rows and just give it some practice, and I'm sure you will get the hang of it. Again, I'm doing the forward pass of my 3rd row. We are collecting loops on our hook. So how do you finish your simple stitch Tunisian crochet? You can either leave it as it is, leave it like this once you reach the last stitch of your backward pass, or you can make a slip stitch edging. And to do that, I'll show you how to do that slip stitch edging. Is insert your hook to the second vertical line, just like before, yarn over, pull through, and pull through that loop, pull through 2 loops. So insert to the next vertical line, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, and pull through the next loop. So it's a slip stitch motion. So just keep repeating that process until you reach the other end. And first and again the last stitch, we insert our hook through those 2 loops right there and do a slip stitch. And that's how you can achieve a neater edge. So, and I hope you enjoyed today's video, and give it a thumbs up if this was helpful, and don't forget to subscribe. I will be making more videos about Tunisian crochet, and happy crocheting. Bye everyone.